Hello everyone, this is Psy Soldier here, continuing with our Let's Play Dominions 4, Nazca, Rise of the Mummies. It is now early summer in year 8 of the Ascension Wars. We have just completed our research and enchantment, so we are now maxed out at level 9 in that one. Going ahead and looking at what we're going to do next, probably actually going to go for Alteration, with our goal of being, well, Phoenix Pyre is definitely a useful spell. That is definitely one of our goals. Our ultimate goal would be a Wish, however. And we definitely plan to make use of that after we have the Arcane Nexus out, because we are going to have the Astral Pearls to be able to utilize that. We've also cast Tartarin Gate a couple times, Call of the Wild. There was a battle in Ross. The province previously owned by Mictlan has been conquered by our forces, and an enemy temple was found and swiftly razed. You can see basically we just sent our King of Banefires in there, and he pretty much wiped the floor with the enemy. We'll go ahead and watch that battle. It might be slightly interesting. We just have our King of the Banefire all by himself. Go ahead and speed things up a little bit. I've given him the Sunslayer, although, truth be told, he probably doesn't even really need a weapon. You can see here he's got an 11-point Fire Shield, 15-point Bane Fire Shield. He's also got Heat 10. He's got 20% regeneration. He is invulnerable up to about 25 points. And he has 19 fear. So, he is one bad dude. You can see these knights are just basically melting before him. Even the elephant just instantly disappeared. Pretty much everyone that attacks him just disappears in about a second. And you can see, I think he's actually gaining health because he has the Soul Drain spell out. So anyone that is close to him is having their health absorbed by him. So that was a pretty easy fight for him, actually. Alright, we also had a battle in the Stonegrave Mountains. Our forces have defeated the attacking force from Mictlan. Mictlan attacked with a pretty decent army. However, versus what we have, that's basically nothing. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at that. Mictlan is attacking Nazca in the Stonegrave Mountains. So here you see Mictlan's force, and here you see our army. Basically, it covers the entire battlefield. So, next to what we have, Mictlan is just a drop in the bucket. I don't know that I'm going to sit here and actually watch the whole battle, because I have so many mages casting spells that each turn is actually taking quite a while. At least we'll watch it for a little bit anyways. It would certainly be interesting if all these were Sepais instead of Long Dead, because their army would be completely surrounded already. What do they have here? They have a couple little Wervins. Truth be told, they don't really have anything terribly interesting. Just these, Kutals, however you pronounce that. My mages are summoning a bazillion phantasmal warriors and hordes of skeletons. Not that they particularly need it. But they're summoning enough phantasmal warriors and skeletons that, even if I didn't have this giant army of long dead, they would still probably overwhelm these guys quite easily. That is a pretty decent sized army right there. I've got all these Mound Kings with the bows of war and the eyes of aiming, but I think they are actually probably just about out of range. They are so back because of the size of my army. I don't think they can actually get close enough to shoot. At least I haven't seen any arrows coming from my side of the field. I think if Michelin was smart, they would already be running for it. Well, they would have been running for it from the beginning. Charged body. Alright, I see some of them are starting to head for the hills. And what's left will probably start running for it pretty soon. Oh yeah. Now, these guys are going to stay because they're mindless. They don't run. But the rest of them are going to start trying to head out of here. Indeed, there goes their horsemen. Hopefully their mages are fatigued enough that they can't run. Indeed they are. I think they're just going to stand there and be slaughtered now. Technically, I believe you would say that they are unconscious. I think once you're over about 100 fatigue, it considers you to be unconscious. Let's see if it actually says that. If fatigue exceeds 100, the unit falls dazed or unconscious to the ground and is unable to move, attack, or defend. Strikes are certain to hit, and armor provides little protection. So, you can see they are at 145, so they are unconscious. And they're about to die. Okay. So yeah, that is it for that battle. Alright, and there was a battle at the Fortress of Stonegrave Mountains. We lost one of our Mound Kings, apparently, and we took the fortress and killed everyone inside. I don't know if Apparently their god was also inside the fortress. So we've managed to kill their god once again. He's already down to 1 fire. So if he actually gets called back again, he will have absolutely no magic. Basically, he'll just be a giant leopard. Got these toads here with a venom cloud. Poison cloud, whatever they call it. Speed things up here. I don't know what this little soulless guy is doing right there. I'm guessing our Mound King that died actually must have died from these towers here. So I think after this battle here, Mictlan is pretty much done for. Their god is dead. And it looks like we've taken out a fair number of their commanders here. I suppose I could go ahead and continue to move this army along to take out their capital. Although this turn I'll probably go ahead and send that other army that I have to the south of their capital out. Probably go ahead and lay siege to it. We have some Vinemen here. Die, leopards! Jaguars! Whatever you are. Just kind of scaling out to look at the size of the battle. Where exactly are these phantasmal warriors at? I guess there's a few of them. Phantasmal warrior. They are ethereal and they have 1 hit point. And I don't think that any of... Well, actually there's a couple on the front lines even. Like 4 of them on the front line here. Looks like the enemy has a few of them of their own. Did that one just kind of walk through the wall? It looks like he just walked straight through the wall. I suppose it makes sense. A phantasmal warrior, you know, he's ethereal. Ethereal. Yeah, it looks like they're just walking straight through the wall. It would be quite wonderful if I could get more of them through that gateway. It would speed things up considerably. Looks like their mages are at the brink of unconsciousness, if they're not already unconscious. How are mine doing, actually? Mine are pushing themselves to the point of unconsciousness as well. Looks like their god is about to enter the fight. Actually, my Mountain Kings might actually be shooting at the enemy. Seems like I see some arrows heading back that way. Yeah, I do believe I do see some arrows heading towards the enemy. Doesn't look like they're actually hitting anything, though. I guess they are hitting a few of them. Yes, indeed, they are actually successfully killing some enemies with their bows. Alright. I think we're going to go ahead and cut off this battle. I think this thing is just going to drag on for a very long time, even though we are moving at the fastest speed. We already know that we win the battle. And apparently we're just going to be stuck here at the entrance to the fort for quite some time. So, we have a message from Micklin. You have killed our god. We already knew that. It was an unexpected event in the Lake of Vastness. Cold has increased. At least from Dominions 3, cold in an underwater province actually didn't mean jack diddly squat. So we cured a couple afflictions. There's a lack of supplies in this province here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at our army setup. We will assign some wolves. Give them over to our Mountain Kings. Guess he can have some more undead. Go ahead and give him those guys as well. Then I think we'll go ahead and send all of our Mound Kings into battle. This guy, I need to give him orders. He will fire and keep distance at the rearmost enemy. He also needs to fire and keep distance. He also needs to fire and keep distance. And I have this guy firing at large enemy monsters because he has the Vision's Foe crossbow. Alright, this guy, I don't know why I have him holding. I'm going to go ahead and clear those orders. Have him fire and keep distance at the rearmost enemies. Alright, we're ready to send them along. And have them start summoning some allies. And he can reanimate as well. Okay, so our King of Banefires took over this province. They get some elephants for their province defense. It's interesting. Start moving him back down there. I'm going to pour some province defense in here. And we'll that one and then work our way there. While our King of Banefires moves there and down there. I'm not sure what's up here. Could be Pythium. Need to have these guys reanimating. Alright. Set him to reanimate. Now then, let's give each of these guys a Bow of War and an Eye of Aiming. At least as many of them as we can. Which may very well be all of them. Looks like we are... I was going to say we're short one bow, but we are not. We have a Vision's Foe there. Alright. Let's go ahead and give these guys some battle orders. Fire and keep distance at the rearmost enemies. For the most part, firing and keeping distance at the rearmost enemies is actually going to be firing at the enemy commanders, which is exactly what we want. We may very well be able to take out their mages or priests. And if we can kill the enemy commander, the rest of the army will go ahead and rout. Not to mention, it also causes fewer casualties on our own side. Alright, so, I don't know if I've actually given this guy his orders. Looks like I have. I'm going to go ahead and have him cast Cloud Trapeze. We'll send him there. He'll probably go ahead and take out the enemy province defense. There won't really be a battle between our forces that are moving in. Alright. We'll go ahead and have them reanimate for now. Alright, and set this guy to research. Sure everyone else is doing their research. A few more bows of war and eyes of aiming to hand out to these guys. And we are going to go ahead and alchemize some fire gems here. Get more astral pearls. Okay. Take some nature gems as well. Alright. So we have 8 in astral magic. We're going to go ahead and cast. Where is it? Arcane Nexus. And we will put 108 extra astral pearls into the spell. That way it will not be disenchanted terribly easily. Let's go ahead and move these guys on up. Where are we at? There we are. Okay. Have these guys summon some Tartarans. Alright. And I don't know if I have the ability to cast Gift of Reason yet or not. Okay, so apparently we need one more nature magic. Cast a ritual spell. We're going to cast the Gift of Reason on one of our Tartarans here. I think we'll cast it on this guy here. The Tartaran Titan. It's going to go ahead and turn him into a commander. And the Tartarans, they do come with a fairly decent amount of magic skill. I think they each have about 5 skill in magic, so that will be somewhat useful. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep these guys in the water. They should actually be able to reach the north slightly faster that way. Okay, something has happened here. And I'm not seeing our province flags. Flags and forts. I don't know how that got unchecked. Okay. So man has got a number of provinces that are quite strongly under our dominion. And I could even take over several of these indie provinces without fear of losing any of my Wraith Lords. I may just go ahead and send the regular troops on to deal with Mictlan and use my Wraith Lords to take over some of these provinces. Need to have this guy reanimating. Alright, and this guy can actually build a temple. He has already built a temple. And they need to take over that province. Alright, let's go ahead and continue sending these guys north. And we may be able to forge another unique item. Something of interest, possibly. The Unquenched Sword is of interest. It's also about the only thing that my Fire Lords there can forge. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and forge that thing. We're already busy with our Fairy Queen. We'd have these guys researching. And this guy can go ahead and reanimate. I do believe that we are pretty much ready to go ahead and end this turn here. Put a little more into that province defense there. I guess I can start having these guys reanimate. There's no point in having them sit around doing nothing. Might as well start filling up that fortress. I'll have to have him build another temple next turn. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end it here. We'll also end the video. So as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.